Well, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Off to Geis on the screen. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Geis. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Geis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very good.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
7. Buccaneers, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Michel, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Michel. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
At the 31.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 58, boys, 58.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go deep. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's nothing.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua winds up and lets it go for... And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the ground, Geis, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now he dumps this off over the middle. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. shell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Atlanta.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Tagovailoa's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Tua to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Tua setting up shop to throw again. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. They start the 2nd half with Michel on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeForest Buckner, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
You know they pay me extra.
And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Falcons 31, Buccaneers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. This is Michel. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
4 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. To Michel on the screen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This will be caught at about the 5. So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal. And it's caught.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sony Michel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
He's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
The 40-yard line.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's out to the left and complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints.